What first inspired you to play cricket?
First thought comes to my mind, like I said earlier, it must be my dad. My dad was a cricketer. So since I was very small, growing up, I would traverse and travel all over him, going to his cricket games. So definitely it's my dad.
If it wasn't for cricket, what would you be doing? Or what would you have done?
A vagrant. I have no idea.
Listen, this boy went to St. Rose's High School. We did not create any vagrants, okay? Good.
That's a good question. Growing up, I was not one of those kids that would say, oh, I want to become a doctor. I want to become a lawyer or those things. I knew from very small I wanted to play cricket.
Okay.
All right. So I never thought of a second career choice. What would have been? Obviously, I went to university and I did computer science there.
That you never used.
And took a break from that. I told my dad, listen, this ain't working out. I need to go and concentrate on cricket. And they were like, okay, go ahead. You got 2 years. If you don't do anything, you got to go back to UG.
So you spent how many years in the Guyanese cricket team?
I made my debut in 2009 and I left officially the Guyana team in 2022.
Okay, so looking back on all those years, what would you say is your proudest moment representing Guyana?
I think it has to be a collection of moments. Most of the times that we won the championship, which I was a part of, winning 5 championships in a row. Also, when I would have been given the captaincy of Guyana to lead the country, to lead the national side, to lead my fellow teammates, that was a big feather in my cap. Also, making my first class 100 for Guyana in Trinidad, being the captain and winning that game, that was also one of the moments up there.
Do you feel over the years you were given enough opportunities to showcase your talent?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, 2009 to 2022 is a lot of years. More so 2014, I was a permanent fixture every single year to 2022. So that was a span, with the exception of the COVID period, like 7 years. So I think that was fair enough. I did my best, whatever I could there. Obviously, during that time, I got elevated to the West Indies team. And that was also, a proud moment apart from, whatever I did for Guyana.
Well, what do you believe is hampering local players from elevating to that West Indies squad? Because we sometimes don't see a lot of Guyanese being represented. Of recent, we've had like Kevlon Anderson and Imlak and stuff like that. But what do you feel is lacking that's causing that distance between local cricket and international cricket?
That also is a combination of a lot of things. All right. In cricketing terms, in developmental terms, as a country, people speak about infrastructure, man management, skill development, that is coaches, having the resources on the ground to develop a talent. All right. You can have the most talented person. If you don't have somebody to nurture that talent or to develop that talent, they will become nothing. You won't become anything. You can have the best facility, and you don't have the necessary coaching skill, which is the technical human resource to develop that skill. That person will fall by the side. All right. So those are a couple of things, like I said, jumps out. And I think our local boys right now need technical expertise. People that have studied the game, people that are in coaching, people that are doing those things, to come back here and share their knowledge.
If you had the power to reform the system, what would be the first thing you change?
The cricket board. All of them.
Moving on.
On a more serious side, I would change the structure of how things are done in Guyana. I would change the structure of how things are done in Guyana. Like I said, right now, if I stray a little bit, I just spoke about our best human resource management. All right. Let me not get self-proclaimed or anything, but I have a level 3 certificate and I've played for West Indies. There's another guy with a level 3 certificate and he was a West Indian coach. We are both in the USA, plying our trade, doing our job for reasons beyond what I can say here. All right. But if we can manage that human resource better, we often speak about brain drain in the academic field.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a brain drain in the cricketing experience as well. Like I just said, two of your brightest minds in the cricket are in the USA.
Yeah.
For reasons that we cannot control.
Yeah.
So if we can manage the human resource better and develop the human resource better, definitely that's something I would change.
So you alluded to your retirement much earlier in the interview, and when you retired from cricket.
By the way, hold on. Me say retire. I never retired.
Okay,
I have never officially retired.
All right,
But
let me.
I get your point.
Let me. You left cricket.
Correct.
Good. It came by surprise to many in the cricketing world, and it was also considered controversial. So, considering we're throwing around the word retirement, what was really behind the decision to leave cricket? Because you clearly still love the sport.
Yeah. Again, I am still in the sport. All right. I still currently, being in the USA, have a lot to do with those guys that you speak about, local guys. I will still be in constant contact with current national players that will call me from time to time, that I will call from time to time to give them, have chats with them, guys that I have seen growing up in front of me. Like you said, it was controversial. It was a little bit of personal vendettas and this thing that we have in this country that I don't know when we're going to get rid of. And it was the best decision for me at the time to take care of myself, my family. And that is as much as I say.
So there's...
If I have to say exactly what happened and everything, this entire country will be in an uproar.
So there are no regrets on your end about ending your career so early?
Probably, I still had, at 2022, maybe 3-4 years of cricket more in me, first class cricket, that I felt I could give much more to the younger guys coming up. You mentioned people like Kevlon Anderson earlier.
Yeah.
I have a lot of knowledge that I could have passed on. Kevlon is one person that I would have personally been started working with while the Guyana's vice captain and being used as an assistant coach as well in that 2022 setup. And those are guys that I was working with actively. So if I was stayed in, 3-4 more years, now we're in 2025, going to 2026, I would have definitely been apart from playing, doing my part in developing those guys.
How have you adjusted since then to life outside of active cricket then? I see you do want to batting practice and think for Facebook.
Yeah, that is very few and far. But coaching, like I said, is full time for me.
For those of you who are following on Facebook, he's working on his abs. You downloading it?
Yeah, no, just get a little, after playing it, put on a little bit of extra pounds. But
so how do you spend a typical day now that you're no longer a professional player?
Yeah, say I do stream this on Facebook whole day. I got enough time on my hand. So coaching is full time every day of the week, and cricket is on the weekend. But coaching starts after the kids' school is finished.
Yeah.
So from 4 or 5 o'clock.
You make videos.
So in the morning, I have the entire day. So typical day, I get up, I go to the gym, I laze around, I get something for lunch, I take a nap, afternoon nap, and then I get up and I go to coaching, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and that's it.
And since you're in coaching, what advice would you give to young cricketers in Guyana, considering you've also been a part of the system? What should they do, or maybe should I say what they should not do?
No, we do want to focus on what they should do. My personality right now and everything I portray is about being positive. So
go ahead. What should they do?
Instead of glass half empty. Again, you believe in yourself. One, if you know you want to be a cricketer, you have to believe in that and you have to go for that. All right. But how do you become a good cricketer or a successful cricketer, should I say, is you have to dedicate yourself to your craft. Like you said, you have to know what not to do.
Yeah.
All right. And again, you just have to be committed. Once you're committed, you have that talent, you have the right path, you have the right guidance, you will be successful in cricket. And I must add to the young fans out there, as everybody's flaunting around, cricket has a lot of money now.
Yes, it does.
A lot of money. People have become, in this country, US millionaires by playing cricket.
If you had to pick a franchise to play for in the IPL, who would you
Mumbai
pick?
Indians.
I thought you were going to say RCB.
No, Mumbai Indians. They're day one franchise, and I stick to them.
All right, so I have a very important question. I cannot wrap up this interview without asking this question, right? If the GCB was to call you today and say, we're giving you a major role, they're offering like a coaching position, a selected position, would you take it?
So I can't answer your question directly. How I will answer your question is, I can't take it because I have a contract overseas. All right?
Don't be technical, bro.
No.
It's a hypothetical situation. If nothing was barring this decision.
Yeah, I would do it right away. Nothing stops me from developing young cricketers.
Okay.
It could be my worst enemy who hates me. Call me tomorrow and tell me, I have 10 young Guyanese cricketers I want you to work with and develop. I don't care about them.
Okay, wonderful.
I don't care about that. What I care about is developing our cricketers. And that is what I will do. So that's why I say, I can't technically do it.
Because
but
of your contract.
if there was nothing barring me, then click on my finger, I'll do it.